Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I will discuss some miracles of the Quran that science discuss now. The Quran has told us 1400 years ago that the water cycle, where the sun heats the sea, causes evaporation, and from that evaporation we have clouds forming, and how the winds move those clouds, and from that rainfall. Now the Quran accurately describes the water cycle and origin of underground springs. In fact, it was not until the 18th century that the water cycle was really accurately described. Yet Quran says 40 years ago in 39 Surah in 21st Ayah, have you not seen Allah sent water down from the sky and led it through sources into the ground? This is simple, but in fact highly accurate description of water cycle. Another amazing fact that is mentioned in the Quran, Surah 24 in the 40th verse, and it's talk about the state of those people who disbelieve and reject the faith. In the Quran describe the state of disbelief person who has rejected faith like a darkness, and darkness that is so dark like the deep depths of the darkness in the vast deep ocean overwhelmed with wave. If a man stretch out his hand, he can hardly see it for any to whom Allah give the light. There is no light. So now here Allah is giving a simple description about the surface. We have a strong description of the darkness and the state of being lost that we examine in more detail. There is scientific clue to some scientific truth that Quran describe a vast deep ocean, and it describe waves upon waves. Now, of course, most of us are familiar with the waves that are on the top of the ocean, but does not mean waves are other waves in the ocean. Well, we are gonna find out. Also, the Quran talk about the person being deprived from light. They can hardly see. Now, a ray of light is composed of 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And light, when hits water, goes through is called refraction. And light, when it hits the water, goes through what is called refraction. That means, for example, in the upper 10 to 15 meters, water absorb the red color, and deeper each of the color in the spectrum become absorbed by water. Now, what is amazing is that we also find modern scientific discoveries. Internal wave cover deep water of the sea and ocean, because deep water have higher density of water above them. So, waves upon waves, we have internal waves in deep ocean, and then we have the waves on the top of the oceans, and then clouds, and so on and so forth. They add to the darkness. Darkness, remember, Quran says, they stretch out their hand, they can hardly see it. This deep darkness begins below internal waves in the ocean, 1400 years ocean, and the darkness that is at the depth of the ocean. How on earth could a man living in the desert 1400 years ago have known about such details about the science? Subhanallah, there is no doubt the Quran is the word of God, Allah the Almighty. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.